Alright guys, so here are some common positions that I'm going to use in programming. So if you understand these before you start your program is going to run a lot more efficiently. The first one is just tall kneeling. We're on both knees. The second one is half kneeling. And in basically all of these, you want to make sure that we're not sticking our chest out in extension and we're not falling back, excessively rounding our back and going into posterior flexion. So we're nice and strong here, whatever position that we're doing. Wide stance. We're going to bias external rotation. So we're going to point the toes out a little bit, be nice and wide, spread the floor, and we're going to tuck our butt a little bit. So we're nice and straight down here. In a lot of these sagittal plane activities, if you think about a pole or an invisible line running from the top of your head through your chest, down through your pelvis, good things are going to happen. So if we're sticking our chest out, that line is not there anymore. If we're rounding our back, that line just turned into a C. So we want a nice straight line to be strong. Another position is just standing. Slight amount of knee flexion is good. We go from there. We have split stance. So we're going to have more weight on our front leg here. Our front leg's going to be bent a little bit, back leg straight. In this position, we're going to be less upright, more over the top. And imagine this line's going from that same position we talked about, but it's also including that back leg with the heel off the ground. Another position you might see is staggered stance. So your feet are going to be a lot closer together here, not spread out like the split stance. I take my toe of my opposing foot from the one that's down and I line it up with that heel, move it out a little bit, take this heel off the ground, bend the knees a little bit, go from there. So you might see like a stagger stance row or a stagger stance deadlift. One heel on the back leg is going to be off the ground, and we're going to really use that front foot that's fully into the ground for support. Basically, any of these exercises, the foot that is completely on the ground, we want to really use that one and drive through the heel. Lastly, another exercise we might see is split squat. So we're basically in a 90-90 position here. This leg's at 90 degrees, this leg's at 90 degrees. We have the stack. I often cue this or other exercises by bringing your belt to your belly button in this position. And both legs are probably going to be on fire.